Hey, Burbos. Hello. Hello. Look at your little face. Hello. What you doing? Where's Tyrus? Where's Tyrus? Welcome back to High Five Garage. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do for this video, but for now, I wasn't sure what to do. So this is the spare motor for the 77 bus. As you saw on the last video, the motor that I think came out of that bus had a rod go through it or something. So if you go check out my older videos when we actually went and got the bus, or actually I think one of the first times we went out there just to see them, this motor was sitting in one of the sheds. It looks like it came out of the orange or red bus that was out there, but it was pulled and it was just sitting kind of in that shed. What I'm hoping is that bus also had the transmission pulled out of it. This one did not, but it also had the transmission pulled out, so they pulled the motor, trans, and kept the motor together, unlike the blown up one. So my thought process is the transmission was messed up on that bus. They pulled everything out and was waiting to put a new transmission in, put the motor back in. But I haven't really touched this since we brought it home. I've tried to turn it over with no luck. The belt just spins on the pulley, and then on the back I'm not able to turn the flywheel as well. Unlike a upright motor, there is no crank bolt in the front. So I think I am gonna start pulling this apart little by little, nothing crazy. One of the recommendations was maybe the distributor was locked, and that's why I can't turn over the motor. So I really want to start getting some tins off, probably intake pipes, carb, because that's how you get the tins off. Clean out what is still on this dang motor from sitting in that shed. Didn't really have a roof, so hopefully there's not too much in this motor, but I also want to pull the plugs and, you know, kind of get a reading on what's going on with this motor. As you saw in the last video, I filled up the shed with all the parts from the bus, and it's full. So really quick, cleaned off this shelf, and I'm gonna put the stuff from this hopefully running motor on that. First step, get nastiness out of this motor. So there's something here. Throw that away. What is it? I don't know. God, okay. It's just a whole layer of just something. Nope. Oh, it's starting to come. Whatever it is. Okay. Take this chain off because, well, I didn't put it there. So I don't even know how to lift these motors. When in the video when we got it, me and Dad just kind of like slid it into the truck. If anyone has an idea of how, whatever, you cherry pick this motor, please let me know in the comments. Like I understand they get dropped, but if we need to move it or drop it, where do you lift it? You can't just lift it from here. It's got to be somewhere else. So drop it in the comments, please. Okay, let's vacuum this out. Most of it is vacuumed. Get that out of here. And we're gonna start taking stuff off. Looks like just 10s, flatheads, 12s or 13s, that's about it. So yeah, I mean, that's seems like about it. Okay, I'm gonna start taking off the front tins right away, just to get them out of the way so we can start seeing more of the front. As I said, I have never messed with one of these pancake motors before. I know it's roughly the same, but you know, of course there's going to be differences. Cannot wait to paint these non-orange. Okay, so let's start placing stuff over here. There's that. I don't even think this one's attached. No, this one didn't have anything on it. Looks like there was a seal there. Good to know. Maybe re-put a seal there when I put it back together. Pretty nasty up in there. All right, I think right away we should get the carb and the tubes off, so that intake tubes, so that we can get these tins off. I'm gonna label these tubes. I'm gonna end up cleaning them anyway just to make them look better, but yeah, I want to label them just in case there is a difference. I'm not too sure, so I'll just do whatever. Passenger, rear, passenger. Well, I mean, they're on the same tube, but whatever. Front. One thing I'm noticing is there's no fuel pump. Huh. These buses have like electric pumps or something, I'll be very interested, because there is not one here that I can see. Start by taking off all the clamps and boots. Obviously the boots are ruined, so this should just come right off. Okay, so pretty crappy. Take off this little spring dude that I'm pretty dang sure is not supposed to go there, but I'll do it anyway. Take off the 4 screws holding the intake tubes on. Somehow these are all cracking loose. It's the one good thing about New Mexico cars. Not much rust, ever, on anything. Unless you get a car that was somewhere else before, obviously, but this motor has been sitting in a desert. Okay. First tube is about to be off. Yep, that'll work. If you don't already do this, go get you some lunch bags and label stuff. It just helps. Throttle, tin, hardware, intake tubes, okay, let's see what's behind door number 2. Yeah, let's see if you can see in there better. Pretty nasty. Same thing. Pretty nasty. This carb stand is the bolts and nuts are 11s, which I definitely don't think is a factory thing. Unscrew it. Take off the carb. I'm just gonna put this. Oh, okay, good to know. You don't even have to take out the whole dang bolt. Now I know. Okay, let's get the tins off and see what one of these motors looks like complete. Okay, seems like correctly to get this tin off, you got to remove the distributor, which I wanted to do anyway. Loosen the distributor clamp, because it's all gonna need to come off anyway. Okay, let's see if she pries up. Oh, yeah, it pries right out. Okay. Hitting the tin. There we go. Okay. Well, distributor wasn't locked. Distributor is actually in really good shape. Let's take this tin off. Be careful not to get anything in the distributor hole. Oh, we got another nest down here. Yep, another little nesty nest. Gonna put on my gloves and a mask and remove that little nest. All right, anybody home? No? Okay. As long as no one's home. Well, no one is home, so that's good. Okay, so looks like they mount the oil coolers on the side instead of off the back top of the upright motors. Looks like oil sensor is right there instead of on the front of the block. Okay, now let's remove this little, what I would call fan guard. That's good. Oh, there's timing marks. So, shouldn't be that hard to put the distributor back in, which is good. Looks like there's only 3 bolts for this. Okay. And then, looks like the timing thing actually gets bolted to it, so I'm just gonna put that on there. I'll just take off the coil really quick. It looks like one little flathead screw. Hello.
Turn.
I haven't even gotten there yet. Haven't even tried. 2 rat's nests.
Where's the rat's nest?
One in right here where it goes to the oil cooler, where the air goes into the oil cooler, and then of course the one that was just sitting on top. Found a little rat skull, or teeth. Found a little rat teeth. Okay, now I think it's time. Should remove the alternator, I think. Luckily enough, we've got a couple of these brackets that came in the bus, but looks like a mounting bolt there, the bolt for the adjuster, and then a stud that goes through down to probably a 13. Okay, and then I'm assuming, yep, you take this stud out. Take the stud out, put it in your baggie. So it seems like to get the alternator out, you either have to take off this pulley, which I doubt, especially on an alternator, or remove this pulley and pull the belt off. Remove the 3 Torx. Three bolts. Now does that come off? Where's my pry bar? Looks like to get this front piece off, there's one weird bolt, 2, 3, 4, another weird bolt, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Yeah, 10. know this motor was water cooled. Oh, wait. Yeah, I got the belt off. I just had to move it a little more. That still didn't come off, so. Oh, wow. Oh, that is a crusty belt. Oh. And that pulley does come out. Okay, we got the belt off. And we got the pulley off. Okay. Now, oh, there's a little bit of oil in it, by the way. Kinda cool. Okay, now this plate, oh, and the alternator comes off. Hey, get me. Okay, okay. Where's the trash? Oh, look, it even has a little air pocket to cool the alternator. Looks like it's a flathead or something, but get me. Definitely a Phillips head screwdriver. Good to know. So you slip on that boot and tighten it. Okay. Good to know. That's cool. They got cooling for the alternator. Get me. Okay. Cool. Okay, so there was another hidden flathead behind the alternator plate. Alternator shroud piece. So that would have never came off. Now is that it? Let's see. Gimme. Make nice price spots though. Still nothing. Does the whole thing just come off? That don't make no sense. I mean, that's how you get the whole thing off, is probably those 4 bolts, I would assume. Could just do that. Okay, well, screw it. I'm gonna try to take these, looks like 14s, but they're probably 13s. Let's see. There are 13s, I'm gonna take those off. Things are starting to come loose. Looks like it's maybe held up on the shields on that side. Looks like the dipstick tube is just a rubber grommet, which is convenient because I was wondering how that came off. Okay, let's go to this side. There's a bracket right there. And I bet that's it. Yep. Okay. Is it slotted? It's slotted, but it's not really. Okay. So I gotta take that bolt all the way off. Now, this whole thing should come off. I don't know why I couldn't separate it, but right. It's close. Okay. Oh, I should probably take out the dipstick. That's probably a grand idea, Brad. All right. Boop. And the whole front is off. Okay, the little washers that fell out come out of here. So I found one in here. So at least there's that. God, there are so many chunks of just stuff and dirt. Also, I just noticed it has an oil filter, which is weird. It's got an oil filter. Okay, so now you can see how the front motor mount, which normally is not a thing on bugs, obviously. Got nowhere to mount them. There's little mounts right here, and then this is, I'm assuming, wow, that's loose. The mustache bar. Wow. Oh, little shim plate. All right, at this point, I touched this plate and it just came out. So this plate comes right out. So it seems like it's just held in by the side one, the top side. This one seems to almost come out. Oh, wait. Wow, they just slide in. That's amazing. Okay, the back kind of air heat shielding, that one just comes right out. Looks like there's supposed to be something on the bottom. And this one, same thing, they just kind of angle in. Okay. Really quick, I'm gonna take off the mustache bar. You know what? Let's pull a valve cover. Haven't even opened the valve covers. Come on, buddy. Boop. God, that is weird. The motor not actually, you know, turning. Okay. Gimme. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I'm gonna pull off the heads another day. I'm gonna call it here. Pull off the heads, see what it looks like inside, because at this point, I mean, I can't turn this motor over, so yeah, not good. No bueno.